hanging in there, buddy?
No, I'm annoyed still, but game must go on.
I'm sorry.
Alright, Pierce, you're on recap duty.
Yeah. We won.
We won.
Oh, thank God.
That's a hell of a recap.
It's a
What
nice
happened? We
roll
won.
clear, and we won.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. We won. Nothing else important happened.
We won. We didn't yet receive loot.
Everyone important is alive. Everyone not important is dead, and loot is yet to be given.
Yeah.
And we're level 8 now.
I do remember that loot has been given, thank you.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
I thought it was late, so we had to do loot next time.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
I can open up the video even though I haven't edited it yet.
No, none for you.
Good heavens.
What else?
Also, about that level 8.
So-
About that level 8, though.
You
Oh.
for sure fucking haven't earned it.
But surely
Yeah,
Chompy's earned it.
No.
Chump's
Actually, I
getting
did deliver the EXP once I kill combats, so yeah, no, your character EXP is accurate. That I can really say is on brand.
Yeah, so like I said, we made our way up to top of the keep after learning the sorry story about how she was turned away by the Storm King because she's so beneath his station. We all cried many a tear.
While laughing.
Yeah, something like that. And we got up there, kicked the door in, fought her and the creatures she had with her, including the wolves. And I believe we had one of them still alive at the end before Ava decided she's not going to tolerate that shit and put him down. Put him out of her misery.
More importantly, make him no longer able to bug us.
Marked him. It was horrible.
Man, my screen is really lagging out on this.
That sucks.
Stop lagging.
Stop doing extra things.
I'm not. I'm just sitting here at the page.
Uh-huh. Believe it. But other than that, a lot of us, I guess, felt really sad for her about her denial for some weird reason.
No.
Yeah, no, we did. Remember? Because we were all affected by crushing despair.
Not willingly.
No, I didn't say it was willingly.
What else happened to be found with that pile of stuff? What information did you get outside of just Grunselbeck's depressive episode? Because there were 2 letters that were read.
I honestly don't remember.
She was trying to propose to a chieftain, and he denied her.
There was the
Yeah, Storm Giant, which is like at least 4 or 5 times her size.
She was going for that big dick.
Like some 7-foot tall bodybuilder with a midget.
There were some locations or other odds and ends mentioned.
That was so long ago, I don't remember.
Man,
Wasn't that
it was
long ago.
ages ago. It was like forever. I mean, like, basically forever.
It was only 2 weeks ago.
It was
forever.
Guys are
Everyone
being-
Brain
knows
not
it
that
was
big
forever.
anymore.
There we go.
Boom, boom, boom,
I don't know
boom,
why I
boom,
had to turn
boom,
hardware
boom,
accelerated
boom,
mode
boom,
on.
boom, boom, boom. Oh no.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Really try to remember what all the mentioned. I really, really can't. I don't feel bad.
Yes, how dare you?
I blame Dave. It's
That's
been
a good,
around. and
that's a
he's
good
sucked all my
person to
brain cells
blame.
out.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
I mean,
Dave, how could you?
technically,
What I do?
technically, it's my fault because I didn't do the video within the 2 weeks.
Yeah, Nick, it's not our fault. It's Anna's fault.
I admitted to it earlier. It's my fault.
You- Dumb bitch.
And now I'm eating your sushi.
No.
Do it.
Better not
Come
be
on, I
have
be a dead
sushi.
bitch in the world.
After she ate all these meals at Jackson National,
What meals at Jackson National? I haven't been there in a month.
all that creative dining.
Nope,
Charges.
that's MSU.
Oh,
Wrong
but we
account.
had enough. We had enough to get a cravings box, but you decided you wanted to eat like 80 fucking times.
No, I bought a drink at MSU. They just expensive.
MSU, is that like Michigan State or something?
Yeah, it's the Federal Credit Union.
Mm. Why are you buying drinks at the credit union? You know those kind of people are going to charge you through the nose.
Because I didn't want to go down the road.
You could have probably gotten it at a gas station for like 99 cents.
There's the dowry in the Discord.
There we
You
go.
filthy goblins.
Love poems, you. Discarded wedding dress, you. It's too big for us anyway.
I mean, Darlin or Gochin in large form is a fitting size.
Why is the 25-foot square carpet only 125 GP? Those things tend to be expensive. Is it because it's got two giants doing the nasty? Is that why it's only worth 125?
I mean, it's more expensive than a wand, which is 10 times more useful.
That's
Yeah.
not more expensive than a wand. It's less expensive than a wand.
Well,
75 gold pieces for a first level wand.
That's 750 gold pieces for a first level wand, you nincompoop.
It's been so long.
Why would you ever think a first level wand's only 75 GP?
I don't know. I've been having a very rough day today.
Okay, I'll pull back on my critiques there, but I mean that was really messed up.
Got the 75
hoping.
part right.
You just forgot a zero.
Just zero. We all miss the zeros because they're zeros. Nobody remembers the losers.
Either way. A dowry with lots of change and other baloney. Tons of syllables, clearly.
Uh,
Alright,
You
I'll start
can-
editing
Other
this
than
stuff
that-
in.
we still haven't found that head, have we?
Well, we kind of ended the session with the killing blow upon your prisoner.
So we haven't searched yet. Okay, got it.
I need to double check your guys's. Storage. There we go. Bleh. Caravan storage. So I doubt you guys would put it on there.
Put what?
Just trying to double check. You know what? I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, not worried about it. Bother with it later. Because you guys got the rest of the important stuff.
Yeah. And that's all that matters.
Treasure. But you guys have won the day. You're hot off the edge of your last fight. And, many of you very still depressed. Just sad. Even with the death of this woman, you just can't help but feel sad.
We're sad boys.
I disagree.
There's very few of you
Also,
who
that
don't
is
feel
200
sad.
pounds of fucking copper coins, by the way.
Yep, enjoy.
200 pounds of frickin' copper. technically less than that, but I'm
It's-
rounding up.
Almost like there are crates and boxes and chests of just random inane bullshit that was expected to be paid as tribute. Yup. Upon the guards of Grunsel deck, each of them are kitted out with some basic amenities, not too much in the ways of gear or things of interest, but double check to see whether their tokens actually work for their inventory. Oh, cool. They do. With the exception of the item, of course. Go figure. Delete that. Come on. Delete this item, yes. And then just go ahead and do this. Edit item, details, enhancement bonus +1. Description, add 1,000 to the price. 1,150 actually, so 70 or 175. Cool. Close. We'll just go ahead and double everything that's here. So that is delete this item. Hooray! Oh wait, no, they don't have that. Those are gone. They used that. Okay. Configure. Enabled. Update. That is the guard's loot. Nothing super crazy, but the studded leather armors are +1 for anyone that cares.
Other plus what?
+1
+1.
studded leathers. For those checking Grenzel deck, let me see if her calculations were done correctly. Inventory. X. X. Longbow. Okay. Yeah, no, I could just configure and turn that to an item pile. Easy peasy, good shit. And Gurensel deck stuff. Not a whole lot on her, all things said. Definitely a much better payout via her dowry. Let's see. Looking around the room, if there are those that are doing so, I would like a perception check from peoples. Is anyone saying anything as they're kind of milling about in the post-battle scenario? As Ava did just execute an individual.
Well, I don't think Dolus
all
would
I
see
wanna say
anything
is-
wrong with the execution.
The only thing I want to say is, well, I was hoping to get information before we killed him, but meh.
Her.
Yeah, what I'll have to say is, damn.
Ava seems very mad.
My
Speak
code
with the
is mad,
dead.
mad.
The only question we should be asking of these things.
Does anybody mind if I take one of the Cure Series foods?
Sorry.
Nope, all you.
What? Go into it? Alright, I'll take one.
Nope.
Yeah,
no
especially
problems
since
here.
you're one of the two of us that would need it.
There's a potion of haste in there. Well, actually, 2 potions of haste. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, even to, the unadept of perception skills, there is a geode atop the raised table in the southeast alcove, which you would probably guess at this point is the second half to the geode fraction that you currently have. It seems to have been noted as of special importance to some sort of cache of interest based off of the previous note that Sylph had read to the party. Feel free to refer to the Discord for the notes as they were posted in there prior.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is good.
This is good.
That said, it did appear that, she was looking for some form of extra addition to the dowry, but was a little bit annoyed that she couldn't find the other portion of this rock. As it was meant to take the stuff in the giant killer's tube.
Oh.
Only so many people that can be regaled as a certified giant killer.
Well, the group of us can.
Now, yeah, sure.
What kind
You
of
have begun your journey as giant slayers. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We were able to do that since frickin'
Book 1.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that you were referred to as such, for the one giant. But giant slayer is a lot like serial killer. You can only really maintain the title by continuing to slay further giants.
What's
Oh,
the
we're
problem
doing
with
that now.
We'll put it this way: you were regarded as a giant slayer, meaning you killed one. Now you can call yourselves giant slayers. Well, because you've
In
killed
a
multiple
group
now.
we're now a multitude of slayers.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just playing.
Ava's gonna take whatever everyone else doesn't want and move it into the storage.
Go
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah, I took basically what I wanted, which was storing axes and Cure Serious.
There were some haste potions.
Yep.
Yeah.
You drink it and you get haste for
Oh,
3
throwing
rounds.
axes? That could
No,
be the
5
next
rounds.
meta.
Ooh, for 5 rounds.
Throwing
Yep.
axes are my meta. You go away.
So all I'd have to do is just shout for Ava to toss me a bottle of haste.
Well, it would be extra actions. It might just be more beneficial to keep it on a person. That is
All right, Ava, hang on to my potions.
I don't know about this. This seems like a bad idea.
It does. It really, really does. You could only go wrong in so many ways, though.
Yeah.
And all of them are involving that.
So, looking about, it would actually, honestly, Ava, Ethna, and Gochin would all take note of, the status of like this general room. It would seem that in the fits of renovations, the bricked up wall to the north was left unfinished in terms of its full blown renovations. Gochin, with his particularly adept perception skills, would note that it seems like it could have been tore into much further, but it's almost as if they stopped mid-process. Seems a little sus. I would require someone with engineering or perhaps a stonemasonry check to delve further. But as far as these perception checks can go, you wouldn't find much else in the ways of loot or hidden knickknacks. It would seem that most of the possessions up here have gone to some merit of ruin or are slobbered upon in terms of wearable stuff. Doesn't seem like Grunseldeck wore a whole lot in the first place, and the rest of it's just kind of placed together bits and bobs of humanoid-sized items from the fort to make up creature comforts.
You're muted.
Is there anything that Gramps needs in this room?
Well, I would require a stonemason check or an engineering check if anyone has them.
I have
Yeah,
engineering.
Pop down there in that room that's
Yeah,
trapped. The
I
pedals.
lost internet for a second, so I'll be back in and I can do engineering.
That was sucky.
It was sucky. But Gochin is kind of fishing about places and looking for loot. I would need a will save from him, though.
I prefer to think of these things as Gochin doing Gochin things, but I suppose we can use that terminology.
Said
Yeah.
knowledge engineering.
That's
Indeed.
as good as it's gonna get.
Wow.
Yeah, Gochin just is digging into the battered brick area to the north, just whiling away. It's like the one place that he couldn't find loot, or last place that he could try to find loot. He's just sticking around, puts his fingers in something a little slimy, a little dank, gets a just raw chill up his spine, and if you weren't already sad, Gochin, you are even more sad now.
Oh no!
This just isn't a good day, guys.
But
And we
your
killed
finger,
this
your
one
finger
lady.
does hook onto something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
And he gets
Yeah.
really sad about it.
and as you hoist it up and just start complaining to the party, it does seem like you He hooked the eye socket of a skull.
Oh no. Guys, I touched something I didn't want to touch. And he pulls it out.
That's what she said.
Ava, take this.
No.
Is Ava sad too? I don't remember.
Eva did fail her save.
Yes, Ava's quite melancholic, quite sad
And angry.
and angry. Very, very angry. The crushing despair conquers most. Even Chompy just can't seem to be excited about being up here. He's not even munching on the corpses that clearly could be food.
Yep, that is about Chompy being not well.
Yes. I think the only two people who don't have crushing despair are Dolgus and Athena.
Hmm.
Just surprising, because that's normally Athena's base state of mood is crushing despair.
It's probably why it doesn't affect her as much. She's already too depressed.
The emo girl can't handle the more depression, so it just doesn't work.
She is the Usopp to your party. She can't be out negatived.
Her trick is she's always depressed.
I hate you.
Dolgus is just immune to it because he's just too insane.
Dolgus is insane. Yeah,
Dolgus'
that is-
brain doesn't work like the rest of us. He's like, what's depression? Do you need more frills? Is that your problem?
Grab some scales. This must be a pink skin problem.
Here, let us give you some colory scales. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
I mean, look, Jess looks like she's doing so much better.
Oh god, he has a case against people now. Clearly, everything is made better with scales. See, even this one's feeling better. There's precedent now. So what does the party do? Gochin has found a skull.
Edina's gonna go take it out of his hand so he can stop being so sad.
Oh, he's still sad afterward.
Well, less disgusted
Yeah.
sad.
Athena, this was probably a good man.
Or he was a bad man. We don't know. He's Bones now.
Darlin takes out his emergency flask of ale. I gotta drink away my depression. Give me a minute.
I'm guessing that flask is probably going to be gone in a second.
Oh, yeah. It's basically his water pouch. It doesn't have water on it. It just has ale. So every time everybody sees him drinking water, they're like, yeah, he stays hydrated. He's just drinking beer.
Yeah.
Fucking boy.
Fret not, mere mortals, it will be fine.
Bonk Rock will take us from our depressive state, right?
But can Buckrock
like-
even do that?
I don't
Balkrog
know,
is a
Kenny.
devourer of all. He can devour that.
He will devour your depression and leave you with insanity, which is much better.
You don't have to worry about feeling sad when you're insane. You don't have
You have no worries when you're crazy.
because we're all
There's nothing to
crazy.
worry
Yeah.
about. I was crazy once.
Was there rats involved? There was probably rats involved.
And a padded broom.
So, are these the remains we need to destroy?
Quite possibly.
Oh, just destroy him.
No, we have to take him back to the one dude, the ghost guy.
That's not what
Oh.
the objective says.
I think we were supposed to destroy them in front of him so he knew and could rest.
The stated method of destruction was that they would need to be smashed upon the altar within
Yeah.
the church.
Oh.
Just like
Then we take
Okay,
it
I
back.
was
to
right.
then we take it back.
that. I knew it.
So
Yeah, I was right.
the
Hey,
party
God damn it,
will
he was right.
the party will leave Grunseldeck's den of misery, and even whilst you're traveling, the misery does not leave you. You know, you didn't really start feeling the hyperfixation of sadness until you had entered the room. Now leaving it, it's carried with you all the way to the run-down church of Iomade, wherein Fabian Blix would greet you back. Well, hello! I heard that there was a bit of a ruckus from up there. A lot of shouting, a lot of just very angry words. Are you all okay? I do have the ability to mend a little bit of wounds before I am spent for this day.
We are
could
hurt and
probably use a
sad.
touch-up. Hurt and
Hurt
sad.
and sad. That does seem quite tragic. Well, here, let me attempt to give you a little burst of Iomade's positivity.
Does it work?
Everyone can take 20 hit points as he
Yay.
bursts 3 times with Iomade's grace.
Can take how much hit points?
20.
30? Not 20.
20. It was kind of a mediocre roll.
Mm.
It
Where do I
fits
add
me
that?
up fairly well. I'm drunky.
You cannot.
Yay!
disrespect someone.
I'm above half hit points somehow.
I am 11 under what am I full? Yeah.
Very nice.
Plus 20.
I'm 5 under muffle.
I am unharmed.
Nobody asked you, Dave.
Okay.
You go back in your hole.
So,
Anna?
No.
how much do
Not
you
that
have?
hole.
How much do you have left of the fort that requires your attention?
A little bit, but we found these, and we start pulling out the bones in his head.
Tamond Varius's corpse. Fantastic. Maybe now this fort can finally know some modicum of peace. That man has done terrible things to stain the legacy of the, Knights of Ozum.
We also found a room where, when we went into it, it made us want to, how to put this? Eat each other.
That might be the lingering essence of the spirits that were once subjugated to such horrid atrocities. I can only hope that by putting the former Castellan to rest, to his final demise, that so too can the rest of the spirits that haunt this fortification.
What? Well, let's see about it then. And Darlin will take his bones and put them on the altar. It's to
My
distract them,
question.
right?
Are any of you versed within the faith of Iomade? Perhaps a word in her in her honor might help with any attempts at consecrating the spirits beyond the fort.
Sorry, all I really know is Korak.
Edna will just sigh very heavily.
Well, you don't even know the other dwarven gods.
And I look at it. Do you know Iomade?
I do know of Iomade.
Would you like to say beautiful words upon her altar?
No, I do it in a cool voice too.
I would wish not to, but if it will lift the curse, I will only this time.
In a cool voice.
Do you wish us to leave the room so you can do it in private?
With a cool voice.
There will be no voice.
God damn it.
And she'll just go up to the altar and do her little... Very quietly, because she does not like this, and just make do the prayer and call it good.
Let's see. Remind me, do you have knowledge religion?
I believe I do.
Feel free to roll it.
Yeah, I do.
Damn, pretty good.
She still got it.
Pretty good.
After 10
Pretty
years
good.
of not practicing.
It's almost like it's
Second
ingrained.
nature still.
Yeah,
It's
Brainwashed
like riding a
into it.
bicycle.
brainwashed.
Ava would help, but she's an atheist.
This is not something that could be aided per se.
And then I'll look at her and go, so we smashed them upon the altar now? And he's just holding the
Oh yeah,
hammer.
no, she said her words and is able to just kind of put some of that aggression through the little hammer that's kind of on the altar there.
I pick up that little hammer then, and I smash the bones into itty bitty dust pieces.
My question to you now, Ethema, is the ring that you were gifted. Where is that right now?
It's on her hand.
You're wearing it.
Huh?
Yeah, she put it
Yeah,
on.
said she was wearing it.
Yeah. She put it on, shit. I think when we were leaving the swamp.
Fair enough. By committing this act, you feel almost a weight, kind of a lightness, fall upon you, as the rest of the party seems to. If you had ability damage, you may remove it. If you had drain, you may remove it. Beyond that, everybody within the chapel feels the sense of that woe, that misery, that crushing despair fade away instantly.
Oh,
And it's ticked off now. Right, I can take Crushing Despair off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweet.
In your character sheets, I want everybody to go to their class. Then I want them to go to details. And then I want you to look where your hit points are.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of you may add 5 to that number.
how do we do that? You said details.
Wait, what?
The point.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
it's
we
in
get
set-
5 hit points max.
in
Increase.
settings?
No,
So-
you go to your
Cla-
you go to your class
Summary.
list on summary. Hit the little edit button,
Next to your class.
and then click the details tab, and you'll see hit points again. Add 5 to that number.
So, question: does Chompy get the extra hit points too?
Yes.
Why wouldn't he? He's part of the
Ava.
party.
Ava finally has more
Class.
than 40 hit points.
Some,
I almost had 80.
I'll find this. Level. Nope.
So, where your classes are listed there, Dave, if you click the little pencil in a box for edit item next to Bard, since that's your primary class, if you move over to the details tab, you should see hit points in the list of things. You can add 5 to that value. Additionally, the Knight Inheritor's ring does glimmer a little bit as if the magic within seems to have been strengthened to a certain degree. You feel a wash of protection almost emboldened within you as the Knight Inheritor ring now is giving an additional point for a ring of protection,
Hey.
as it now functions as a ring of protection +2. You can also use the spell-like abilities twice per day.
Ooh.
Okie doke.
And I have made those edits to the item itself.
Sweet. Might actually have to start using it. Just, I don't know when.
It's War Train Mount and Bless Weapon. So Bless Weapon comes up for, like, when you need to make sure that an item bypasses, like, DR
want
good.
DR.
When you want to crit something evil.
Right.
Playing Way of the Wicked, my players are learning that one.
Uh-huh. So, the other benefit that it was giving you is just a basic armor class increase. So, your armor class went up by 1. Congratulations.
Yay.
But with that, you feel that you have done a good deed in this respect, as you smash the final bit of Demon Various' bones. Fabian Blix looks to you all with a expression of peace, just kind of calm his visage. His ghostly form seeming to glow with a ghostly gray, but also just kind of fading ever so slightly. He looks to the party and just nods. My thanks to you, friends from another time. Please, when you see Calrian next, know that I am so proud that my line has continued, and all that has been achieved, despite whatever has occurred. I hope that each of your futures and hers are bright with Iomede's grace.
Oh, what was this guy's name again? So I could write this stuff down.
Fabian Blix.
Fabian.
I can actually. Oh, wait. It didn't show that to you. Okay. New character artwork. Show to players.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
No, nice.
Alright.
Oh, it looks like he still has the Crush and Despair on him. Has it removed?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's beginning to fade away.
Yes.
Darla will just say, seek refuge and rest in your God's grace. And he'll just bow.
Nice.
Then I say, we should probably explore the rest of this place. See what other taints may still
I
survive.
swear, for a moment, I thought you said we should probably explode the rest of this place for some reason.
I mean, I'm tempted to do that too, but you know, I think unfortunately we need this place in one piece.
Actually, Gojo would probably have noticed this on your guys' transit in your way towards the chapel. As you left the second floor of this fortification, Gojin, you would have noted that the palisade walls, which were once 20 feet high of just wood, seem to have raised to almost a height of 50 feet. As stone seems to have forced itself up from underneath, and the walls themselves seem to have raised. The moat, you note, noted had been filled, yes. But it seems that things have changed in the midst of your entanglements with the denizens of Red Lake Fort.
It seems,
And that would be Gochin who noted this,
yeah, sorry.
with his fairly high perception check.
Yeah, Gochman look over. Was that always that tall?
Darla was like, no. It seems our intrepid potential friend has been busy, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, he must have been working hard. Or hardly working. Am I right? Am I right?
You would also note that there is a little bit of rabble that might be heard coming from the entry point to the fortification, although you don't see anything currently.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Rabble.
Oh, rabble? Oh yeah, rabble, rabble, rabble.
I'm a rabble.
Don't make me rouse you.
But yes, with that, you would be able to have a message for Calrian upon completion of everything here. But you will be able to net that quest. Or let me just go to here. XP. For the completion of that quest, you receive 1,000 each, or 6,000 for the group. As you have effectively completed Calrian's request.
Yeah.
Woo.
From the room by which you found the dowry, you do remember that Dregar did say he was looking for some significant magical beasts
Yeah.
that he could
We're gonna have to go
part
back.
out.
We're gonna have to go back and get those manticores to part out.
Ian's the treasure.
Yes.
I'll take Gochin with me. We'll go get the manticores and bring them down here to the courtyard.
This
Like,
is
so
something
we
that
got
can be
extra
done.
armor.
Dregar said that he would pay good coin for the corpses, so.
I guess I'll help then.
No. I'm sure there's other things that need exploring. Me and Coach can handle this. Your scrawny arms. I don't think we'll be able to haul such beasts.
Understandable.
Puny self.
You're more useful for finessable tasks, like stealing someone's purse. That's good. I'm not gonna lie. Or some woman's dowry.
Getting the manticores out of the armory, so to speak, wouldn't take too long, as you'd be able to get them dragged out to the courtyard, kind of being able to move some of the bodies out and about.
There may be bark marks from where Chompy bit down on them to drag them with his mouth, but there's.
But all things considered, you should have something you will be able to take back to show for your work. As far as you're concerned, you have also safeguarded Trunau from further attacks from the Twisted Nails or the Twisted Heart tribe.
Oh, we're double Trunau heroes now.
Yeah. You know that you'll be able to secure payment from them upon arriving back.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It is getting to about midday by the time you guys collect everything you are seeking out of the main host of the fortification. And it would be then that...
Does he appear? The man of ire? The one we should fear?
Let me bring this up. Regardless of whether or not you have a good perception or not, a very audible voice is going to boom across the space here. Come on. Destroyers from True Now, hear the voice of Urgesh, shaman of Zagresh, the eldest of our kind, and the scourge of all who stand before him. You have taken from me the prey I hungered for, the blood I sought to spill in the name of the Destroyer. But your triumphs have earned you no glory, only the gaze of my wrath. Now you are my prey. Know this, there is no escape from my vengeance. Flee like cowards, and I shall visit upon your precious True Now a destruction so complete that even its stones will weep for mercy. Every man, woman, and child within its walls will feel the terror of Zagresh, and its ashes will be a testament to your cowardice. I shall await outside this fort until the first light of dawn. If you have the courage left in your bones, face me and prove your worth. Otherwise, your death will not be swift. None shall leave this place alive by foot. The moat now teems with giant Gar, their hunger and rage fueled by the blood and blessings of Zagresh. The wooden palisades once built, now raised with stone, fortified to keep your souls contained until I am done with you. So come, destroyers, meet me where the light first touches this cursed place. Let us see if you are truly worthy of the destruction we bring, or if you are nothing more than hollow whispers on the wind, soon to be forgotten.
Ooh, we're gonna beat up.
Yep.
A
So the
big guy.
guy that we tipped off about this place is angry that we stole his kill.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we're gonna have to go kill him.
Well, that's his own fault for being slow.
Yeah.
Didn't
Weak
we make
ass.
rolls on his creatures and they were like well beyond our level or something?
Yes.
They were quite scary, yes.
Like CR 15 or something like that?
I don't know necessarily about that, but they were spooky. Actually, now that you guys have kind of gotten a little more experience under your belt, those of you who would like could give me religion checks on Zagresh. You could give me sense motive checks on Urgesh himself. You could give me knowledge nature checks on the creatures that he did keep in his company.
Knowledge what?
Religion, nature for the creatures, sense motive for Urgesh himself.
I'm just gonna roll sense motive even though I have a shit bonus. Hey, what do you know?
All right.
21 on my sense motive.
So I'm going to run down the gambit. Ethamus 20. You know who Zagresh is. You know that he is typically regarded as a deity of destruction, of natural disaster. There isn't a whole lot more outside of he is one of the older orc deities, and the destruction really isn't through ego in most cases. What Ava would be able to kind of tack on to that, though, is that many times other orc gods actually use Zagresh as just kind of a directed force of destruction. Since he's kind of a nihilist, doesn't really, have an agenda, they just kind of point him at, their own terms of destruction, and he just go do the thing. So even the god is known for being redirected for targeted fury. Gochin, Ava, don't really get anything on the bulls, but Athena, you do know that these creatures are within your means to fight. They're just probably still a tough fight. They are huge creatures, but they do have terrain advantage when they are able to get into open spaces.
27 does not get a lot of information. Oof.
Oh, 27. I'm sorry. I thought that was a 17. Yeah. You would get a bit of the same. Both of you could get Ava would get 2 questions, Ethna would get 1 question in terms of like particular abilities or things about Bulls of Zagresh.
Special abilities?
A Bull of Zagresh is notoriously known for having a trample ability. And it is a pretty sizable DC to avoid taking damage from it.
Okay.
Keep them from charging. Got it.
Defenses.
On a typical Bull of Zagresh, there are no real unique defensives stated, though that does not preclude any enhancements they might receive from their handlers. Beyond that, typically their weakest save is will. I'll give you that.
Okay.
What does Ethna want to know about them?
Everything.
That wouldn't work.
Only because you're not trying.
Any particular things they're weak against?
Not really. As I've mentioned, will is kind of their weakest save. I mean, they are beasts of destruction, be it territorial or creature based. They are effectively siege weapons for orcs, but as animals.
Okay, that's it.
Darlin.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to this declaration, it is clear that Urgosh wants destruction. And hearing some of the rabble from the courtyards, you might wonder why he hasn't just come in and just laid waste to whatever remains of the Twisted Nail orcs are left, considering that Droja and those are still within the confines of Red Lake Fort. Additionally, you do know that Urgosh had a particular bone to pick with the giants. Be it here or otherwise, it seems that he has a certain animosity to the species as a whole.
Thus
You
his
may-
viewing of his own kind siding with them as being traitors.
You may possibly be able to pull your little stunt again and redirect his fury towards a new known location for giants. Might be a awkward attempt, but his fury seems mostly in the regards of missing his chance to mete out what destruction he wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, you do think that his threat upon Turnau is a genuine one. Not addressing Urgosh may bring about a new threat to the city that you just so recently secured safety for.
I'm gonna let Ava know this. I'd be like, we know that there's more giants to the north. I forget which city it was. You're better with remembering things than me.
You know that the mention of giants was in reference to Minderhall's Valley. Those of you who would like could certainly roll a knowledge geography or a knowledge history check to know more about that. While that's going on, Dolgus would know that Bakrug has a silent respect for the work that Zagresh does.
And nothing on the nature skill check angle either. Imagine.
Nothing on the nature in this one. You know of the
Respect
creature?
doesn't mean you bow. Respect doesn't mean you bow and kowtow to something. It just means you treat them with respect.
Right. Right. Both are beings of certain amounts of destruction. Minderhall's Valley would really only be known, it seems, to Ava. And it's very... It's almost like a brief aside on in terms of, like, general locations that can be found within the Mindspin Mountains. And you know that the Mindspin Mountains are to the southwest of your current locale and extend further beyond the reach of the hold of Belkzen.
So maybe we can direct him to this valley area. Tell him that we know there are more giants there that are working possibly with more ore. And, tell him that his anger should be directed upon those that have basically betrayed their own kind.
All right, I'll go tell him.
Not you.
But I can declare a new challenge to him.
Yes, I'll go with you.
No, stop it, both of you. He's gonna kill you. Like you're a twerp on the wind.
I don't know. Coach is pretty strong.
He won't want to ignore this challenge.
Yeah. It's
I'll
still
tell
starts
him
walking around and pumping his
that
chest.
we'll see who can destroy more of the giants in that location. We're going to be heading over there soon. So whoever destroys the most will win.
And you're going to surrender yourself upon to him? So he can destroy
No,
you
because we're not
too?
going to be there.
Because it's what he's going to want.
Well, he'll have to find us.
It's not going to go that way.
He's going to stalk
we'll-
you
we'll
down.
be
He's going to
elsewhere in the
slaughter
world.
you in your sleep and your sister and everybody else in Turnau. You're not thinking all the way through.
Well, he doesn't know we're from Chernow. Does he?
He literally just called us
It's
out as
just-
Trunauans.
Yes. He literally just said he's going to destroy Turnau unless we face him.
Ooh. Well, we're going to have to grind some
Well, that means-
boar then before we meet him again.
That means, he's going to kill your sister, your friends, all of them.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just redirect him for now, but he's going to be something we're going to need to take on eventually.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
Or death. Death is optional too.
We haven't heard from
I think
Ava in a
we're
minute.
Redirecting him in the proper way of, hey, we know where there's more traitors than your race. Like you over there instead.
You
We'll end up being his
with-
information broker.
now, Derek, I'm gonna kind of course correct you a little bit on that, as you did make the sense motive. You don't think it's necessarily that the orcs were traitors. It's, yes, he might find that this collective of orcs is weak for having allied with giants, but it seems
to depend
in
on their strength,
particular,
there are.
it seems in particular, Urgesh has a particular animosity towards giants specifically. There's something about them you have not figured out, but he hates giants.
Okay, I'll redirect that to the fact that I think he just really hates giants, and we should tell him where there's a bunch of them at. Be like, hey, we know where there's a bunch of giants. If you want to go kill them, they need destruction. Yeah.
You might think of him as what could be regarded as a giant slayer, and that he raves about giants and their filthy villages all the time.
We can't have this. He
Basically,
can't take our title from
Slayer
us.
Bridge, except it's about giants instead of goblins.
Yep.
Giantinating and all that.
Yep.
I'll look at Gochin. There are many people who have held and hold the title of Giant Slayer. It's not like one person take all.
But Highlander rules.
That's what you think.
Well, who's
Yeah.
the best giant?
You know
There's
what?
no Highlander rules here.
You might be right, because if he kills enough of them and we kill him, then we absorb all of the giant souls he killed.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Garland slowly starts to reach for his hammer and go, "Are you a necromancer?"
Filth starts
And
swirling
depending
his
upon
lights
your
around him.
answer may depend upon whether or not you leave this room alive.
No, but I found out that since I'm half orc, this Gorham's Thorn actually is very well balanced.
It feels a bit heavier in your hands as of recent.
No,
Because you
Gorham,
haven't been using it.
I mean you no harm, Gorham. I will give you a fair shake.
Yeah, because you've been using your normal weapon so far, and
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that I actually had proficiency with great swords. I thought it was only great axes.
well, a reminder, that thing transforms.
Great swords are martial weapons.
Yeah,
It
that's why I thought I
transforms into a
didn't have
weapon
it.
that you could use.
It's the half orc
No, it-
part lets me have that.
Right, but
Mhm.
Gochin,
Yeah.
it's a
It transforms it.
transformative weapon.
Oh yeah, I thought it didn't transform unless I converted.
No, you don't get the special ability unless you like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, you have to use the weapon and prove yourself worthy.
Okay. I will prove myself worthy and become a greater giant slayer than even that guy over there.
Yeah, because Gorham's like. Alright.
That hoe giant slayer over there.
Over where? Over there. Who? I don't know. Just somebody. Darla was fully ready to take you out if you would have said yes to me in an necromancer.
Yeah, Gorham's
No,
Thorn.
I'm
He'll
just-
kill you.
Yeah,
Dave is gonna
Scratch
hide a few
Necromancer
things.
off my backup character ideas. Okay, got it.
Gorham's Thorn gains an additional ability if your patron is Gorham, and that's when the wielder confirms a critical hit against any creature with the giant subtype, he can attempt a trip attempt for free without provoking, ignoring all size restrictions related to it.
And that's that giant trip option there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the greater transformative property is merely to befit any who would wield the weapon.
I see.
But yes, it is typically a keen greatsword otherwise. Meaning that you could transform it into a keen scythe. You could transform it into a keen battle axe.
A keen scythe is pretty scary.
A real orc doesn't need a keen weapon. They just roll natural 20s all the gosh darn time. Just ask CP.
Right.
I'm about to say CP's not an orc.
Right?
3 times
No, no,
critical just fucking chops Andrew in half.
Not just me, literally everyone.
Yeah,
Just
he just
like-
walks around just like critting everybody.
It has not happened to me yet.
Knock on wood.
I don't have to. He's not GMing a game for me right now.
And the next time he does, he will, so don't let him.
I'm just very wise to his orcs and battle axes.
Times 3 crits, man. At level 5, a times 3 crit from even a regular orc can kill you.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, the challenge has been met, or has been dished out. What is your response? It seems that he is willing to wait until first light. It is currently noon. That means you've got about 16 hours, 18 hours roughly.
Time
Until
to sleep
first
and
light.
then kill him in the morning.
I was saying, can I shout out we wish to parlay first? Maybe exchange information you may find useful.
You'd think that his voice carried due to some in part magical nature. So it's not like he's
Call.
right next to you.
It was
Oh, I
Clarion
thought he was
Call, I
within
guarantee you.
earshot or sight.
I'm fairly confident it was Clarion Call.
But if you wish to suss out his location, you could certainly use the bell tower as a point of vantage in order to look around the surrounding environment. It is still taller than even the raised palisade. Is this something someone wishes to do?
Do we wish to meet him now, or just fucking meet him at first light?
Ooh.
That's true, because if we meet him now and we're not fully prepared, he might just fight us then if he doesn't agree with us.
Yeah.
You have some time to make your game plan. You do also
We got
have the
this.
other orcs as, a point of contact in order to get some information on what may have transpired so far.
There were survivors? I
Yes.
thought he flooded the boat and it killed them all. I guess I'm just really confused.
If anyone has done any merit of exploring in the interim of getting the manticores, it would be noted that many of the orcs are now hosted up in the general eatery hall in the center of the fort.
Do you want to go meet the survivors?
Yeah, let's go talk.
Maybe the widow of the one orc you killed and simplify that.
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
even
there's still
better.
her.
You'd like, yeah, you'd
Oh,
like,
yeah.
maybe even better.
I'll go talk to her, find out how she's doing.
Yeah, let's go.
Heading
We
in,
always. Sorry.
heading into the hall, you would find that the cannibalistic hunt has definitely been dispatched. And there seemed to have been a living hand that was kind of moving about the dining hall that has now since been pinned to the wall with a javelin.
Poor thing.
The orcs all kind of like look at you as you enter through the western doors, and it would be Droja who would kind of stand up and put them at ease. It would appear that you still live, champions of Trunau.
Same to be said about you, sir.
Yeah, that's just what we do.
I'm pretty sure that one's a girl, man.
You know how we took your champion? We just can't lose. I'm on my popular phase.
So it would seem. I am to guess that you have dispatched the blithering giantess.
Yes,
Yep.
the weeping sorrows still fucking haunt my dreams. She's fucking annoying.
It was a pretty depressing defeat, but a defeat nonetheless.
Well then, I suppose that you'll be making your way out of here soon, or at least I would hope, but considering that the way is blocked, I suppose that even you will have to come up with some way of getting out.
We have thoughts on that.
Oh, we're not really worried about that part. We're here for you. Just want to find out how you're doing.
Well, considering the current circumstances, numbers have been cut significantly, no thanks in part to this annoying visitor. It would seem that he's posted himself up towards the entrance and has made a stack of skulls, at least a person high, containing of scouts that have returned or giants that have stumbled their way back thinking that they would be able to enter the fort. You can have a look for yourself. I think the bell tower is still capable of looking over the raised palisade.
Oh, I see. So you need us to get rid of him, you're saying. I got it.
I'll have to figure something out. I'm sure that magics of mind manipulation might be able to assist, but he is a problem. A number of men have decided to test their capabilities, thinking it's just one man, and have been cut short quite sufficiently.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get rid of him. And then we can work on rebuilding your orc population, if you know what I mean.
Uh,
That's
Gochin,
my boy.
I keep forgetting that Gochin is into grannies.
Yep.
Was there anything else that those competent amongst you required?
Hey, any of you guys need anything?
No,
No.
we were just coming to check your numbers and see. That was about it, really.
Of the original tribe, it would appear that there are only about maybe 20 souls that are within this hall. Uh-oh.
What?
I didn't do it.
I can still hear you guys, so that's good.
Oh,
Yep.
We can still hear
We
you.
hear you.
What the fuck?
did your
Did you
screens
hear
go
us,
off?
Eva?
Okay. That came back. That's weird. It wasn't just one screen either, it was both screens. I was like, what the fuck? Did this thing just reset?
Oh yeah, that's right. I just realized we probably can't leave these orcs here, right? Or was that part of an agreement that we would?
The
was part of
agreement
an
was
agreement
that
that
you
we
can
could.
have the giantess, we would not interfere, and that we would claim the fort upon your exit. We won't bother
really
to now further.
As long as, Trinell is not bothered by your clan anymore, I have no problem with them being here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody really wants this place at the moment, anyway.
And actually, I think we can come into an alliance here. Actually, we can help each other make trade routes.
Oh wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Fucking
She-
Ghost is
she-
like, yeah.
She,
Yeah,
she
we have
shakes
merchants.
her
That's
head.
a thing.
Just looks to, Ava or Darlin, and it's just like,
Every day, I think more and more that he was dropped in egg while hatchling. Oh wait, that's not how it works for you guys.
I look at Douglas as he says this, and I go, it might for him. Look, he likes you. He just doesn't know how to put it in words. Why? He
so I
likes you, but
see.
he
If he
does.
wasn't so dim in the lights, I might have actually intended to keep him. But as a puppet,
Didn't
he
stop
does
you from
little.
keeping your last mate.
Wow.
I need the idiot's meat shield.
Dulgus, too soon.
He is a good smith, though, for weapons. Maybe you can use him for a little while.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm quite good
no.
with my weapon, actually.
Something tells me that you've never experienced the touch of a woman.
Oh, of course I have.
In
You know who
status.
hasn't?
He hugs his sister all the time.
Yeah.
That's not quite what I meant, but
Wrong
that is
campaign.
neither here nor there. If there's nothing else that you require of the tribe, then I'd ask that you take that one and go far, far away. For my own sanity.
I'll pat Gochin on the small of the back. Well, maybe next time, buddy.
Can we ever come back?
I
It's
would ask that you don't.
Ah. Okay, well, go
What
Chen.
if he's not with us?
Then it might be considered.
It's too bad we had to kill the last one that was into me.
Right.
Well, she wanted to kill you, so
She still wanted me.
She wanted to mate with your corpse.
Yeah, whether dead or alive, it's still a want.
Who
Yeah,
is
still
this
a
you're
walk.
talking about?
The one in
the
the
druid lady.
yeah.
Ah, his literal grandmother.
Yes.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh.
Gochin, you need to search more at home for a woman. Stop getting these old ladies.
No, that's bad. He might end up with his sisters by accident.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
but are they
stepsister.
really his sister, or
They
are
are.
adopted?
No. That's
How was
um,
Brynja's grandmother dodged Gochin this whole time?
I had nickel for every time. I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but
who's to say that Brynja's like stewardess of the house didn't just like dodge him all this time by sheer just resentment?
That's why he has the fetish for grannies.
It's because of her.
It all roots back to that.
Oh, when they got away.
Gracious.
Oh, I love
He
it.
was told to respect your elders, and he took that too far.
Yeah, he did.
Respect turned into fatuation.
Woof. All right, then. He heard of Ruby's mom, who just had kids with literally everybody. And, like, there's just bastards all over the place.
That's because everyone knows Ruby's mom has got it going on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was until she died.
Dang.
Yeah, so we'll leave the orcs in peace, and then I guess wait for our meeting in the morrow.
Getting some rest in then.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's
yeah, Ava has
the
some spare spells.
what's the game plan then once morning rises? What is
Well,
your
we'll
plan
try
to
to-
pitch this?
First, we'll try to tell him about, the giants that we know of, and if he really wishes to seek to
My plan is tell him
spread
to shoot.
destruction, they're a perfect enemy.
So then
Because
if we're going with the negotiation approach first, this is going to be a skill challenge. There are certain things that you can do in order to improve Urgesh's overall attitude towards the party, or at least convince him of what you're aiming for. It's a sliding scale of success in this regard. You can use any number of your skill checks if you feel like they would help contribute to your overall arcing goals. Effectively, this is a reach a number of successes before you reach a number of failures. Certain skills might be riskier than others, and thus their DC will be higher, depending on how you pitch it. So this means that you could use certain knowledges in order to show that you know what you're talking about in this regard. You could use typical base skills in order to be convincing of some merit. You could use, professionary skills if you can conjure up a way that it helps apply to your situation. Feel free to look at your character sheet and, gather a couple ideas as to how you might be able to contribute.
I can't contribute shit, so y'all have fun with that.
Oh, God. What the hell can I contribute?
And I don't think you guys want me to attribute the way I can.
Now, this isn't just limited to the skills tab.
Meanwhile,
could
he's continuing
be-
to prepare spells because he thinks it's going to be a fight.
This could be show of arms. This could be a ability check. So keep these in mind.
I'm going to go ahead and hit the rest button on all my shit, though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You have the
Oh,
day to
yeah.
rest.
Bell time.
How many hours can we rest for?
It's an 8-hour. It's an 8-hour
8-hour.
rest.
Okay.
Mhm. Is anyone visiting the bell tower to take a look at the current situation?
I'll go
Oh,
up
if Silth
there.
went up there, he'd be shouting profanities at Urgesh. He needs to stay downstairs.
I don't know. What...
I'll go up there. Take a look.
Sounds like both
See what we
Athena and Darlin are
Ava
going
will
up.
go.
Yeah.
Me and Athena are gonna have a day alone.
Athena's up there. So is Ava.
Make Roddy go up there.
Roddy's
Roddy's
not
not
with us.
here.
He's back with the
Shit.
It's not
caravan.
with us. It's just us.
Those of you that go to the bell tower and reach the top can see that, true to the words of the orcs and true to the words of Urgesh himself, on the on the road that leads into the fort, it would appear that a large, almost craterous looking landscape has almost been erected. It would appear that the bulls of Zagresh and Urgosh are waiting within this crater in the grasslands, almost having barricaded off the front of the fortification via walls of stone, it would appear. And there is only one exit, and that is behind the orc beastmaster. There do seem to be several spires of skulls, still with their rotting, heads stacked, at least about, half height of a person, some ranging, even higher, with a mix of orc and giant skulls. It would seem that Urgesh has been busy culling any who would try to leave or enter this fortification.
Not going to lie, I'm half tempted to just throw fireballs at him until he goes away or dies.
I mean, that would be nice. Would make life easier.
Somebody tells me he might throw something else big back.
He might throw a wagon at us. Oh,
I
what is
would
that?
ask
It's the whole
for-
caravan.
I would ask for a perception check as you are looking at this scene from those that are looking down.
Obviously, Ava's best skill.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Well, Athena gets it with a 20. It does seem like in this crater there are almost orcish etchings within the ground that seem to have been made probably with blood, you would have to guess. That do seem to glow faintly, almost as if some sort of ritual sacrifice has taken place. Clearly magical of some nature.
He appears to be doodling in blood, and it's glowy now.
Can you tell what spell
I
it
just said that
is?
surprised me.
Can Edna
Dude.
see what it says?
You could attempt a spellcraft.
I don't want to step on a glyph of warding or some such.
Spellcraft? Well, I'll find out if I can do it.
Hmm. Seems to elude you.
Fuck.
Oh, you gotta suck.
Wow. I don't know. She did real good with the prayers.
No.
Yeah, but that was religion. No, I cannot discern what it is.
Oh, God.
Unfortunate.
Whatever it is, though, we should be wary.
Oh, for sure.
So, you continue to rest, or are you going to chuck fireballs, or, what's the strat?
Oh, Ava's going back to rest.
Dolgus was already resting.
Yeah.
Very well then.
The better, please.
Eventually, you will get your hours of rest and have a little bit of time before the first light of dawn arrives. Game plan.
Run. No. Walk out at a show of force and then, try to tell him what we know. We said we would.
Maybe take those letters with us.
I'll put it this way. Who's taking point?
Meat shield.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Not Sylph. Who's
I'll let it
muted.
go. She can take
Go-
point. Yeah.
I was trying to say I'll take point on this one. I'll tell him everything we need to tell him.
Oh God.
It's gonna be a fight anyways.
So Gochin is taking point. Who's behind him or next to him?
I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got Ethna, Darlin, and Gochin taking front and center.
Mm,
If it will be a little ways behind them.
Okay.
Dolgus and Chompy, I guess, bringing up the rear, or maybe right in front of Ava. I don't know.
Okay.
Fa is going to cast Mage Armor, though.
Where would Sylph like to be within this melody of his party members?
He'll be walking beside Ava.
Okay. All right. Sadly, I could not find a particularly good map for this, so we're just going to use the one that I've just been using for grasslands. Can't forget the Chompster. Go ahead and pull everybody to this one. There we go. Center.
Can I pre-buff a little bit before we go out there? Just like a 10-minute per level spell.
Of course.
I'll have Barkskin already active on Chompy.
Perfectly fine. You guys knew you're walking into this. As you enter, or as you exit the fort and enter this craterous area, you would see that even Urgosh, sitting upon this area, would hear the footsteps as you walk in. The runes of blood seem to glimmer
Moment,
just
guys.
faintly as he stands. You can see thorny spikes almost exude from his bone-like armor, and that he himself seems to be ready for battle, great club in hand. He looks upon you and your party and goes, "So you finally deigned to arrive."
Gochin will be. Yeah, we have a proposition for you.
As fellow destroyers, I will give you final words before I put you to death.
I was told from some of our allies in the back that there are giants to the north.
Are you saying to the north, or are you trying to direct him to Minderhalls?
Minderhalls.
That is southwest
Oh,
in the
okay.
Mindspin Mountains.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the last thing I remember was was north. Okay.
Yeah, Derek said north and was completely off base, and then
Okay.
Ava got the correct information.
I see.
I told you, darling, doesn't know.
Yeah, these were the giants to the north.
So, would you like to say the
no,
correct
so you just
information, or
don't
would you
know.
like to continue with the wrong information?
I'll go with the correct one.
Okay.
Yeah, so to the south, there is a group of giants. And I know how much you like to destroy the giants. As do we. But since we took your kill, we figured we should give you one back by giving you this information.
But I see at least 6 worthy kills amongst your number. Why should I hunt this prey that I know not much about?
You don't know about them? These giants are something that we would actually want to go take on and claim the Giant Slayer title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ava, shut him up.
Ava's regretting not learning the silence. Sil, shut up.
But he's right though.
Shush.
It's his best tool, though.
It's his best tool if he's the one taking lead.
He can take lead. Any of you can chime in. Like, do not hold it in your buck that like Goshen has to do it alone.
Still
No, this
slowly
is
starts
Gochen's
reaching its
punishment.
hand towards Gulchin's shoulder. Go, Gochin.
Any who would like could give me a local check to try to impart the nature of the giants that might be within to Urgesh.
Dolgus, Chomping knows more than Dolgus.
Said lol. There it is.
Got a couple 20s.
It is by Sylph and Athena that these two could impart the types of giants that might be expected within this Minderhalls Valley. A little, like, itch seems to, like, creep upon Urgosh's face. Little tick as, you can, kind of add some weight to Gochin's statement through, descriptions of those that might answer, some form of call. These giants doing their gianting things. What are they doing in Minderhalls Valley?
And the crazy thing is, they probably know who you are, and they mock you as they dance around their fires.
Yeah, they're over there just gianting up the place anyway.
They can't stand how stupid your face is.
I'm gonna want a bluff check for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, why'd you have to take it that way, guys?
Yeah.
Oh,
You only have a
calling it
plus
that
5
now.
to your
Oh
bluff?
my god, Sylph.
Huh. I thought you were way better at bluff.
No.
doesn't he get some bonus from something?
Sylph, shh.
Or was
Alright.
it
Should have invested
diplomacy?
in
You
that
have your
one
buff.
bard spell. It's amazing. It's called glibness. Gives you a plus 20 to your frickin' bluff.
Should have been a brazen deceiver.
Yeah, I completely forgot that Sylph is not a bullshitter.
Nope.
And Syl's gonna get us all killed.
Why did you have to take it on that extra tidbit? You could have just sold them on there being giants there because that was the truth. But then
It's
you had to
fine.
add in lies.
He's adding something.
Is he
Sheesh.
though? Or is
But-
he adding to our
but-
chat?
It wouldn't, in Sylph's mind, it wouldn't be a lie if we beat Urgesh to those giants and told them there'd be a mighty giant slayer coming their way named Urgesh with a stupid face. So when he arrived, they'd know exactly who he is.
And they'd be like,
Yeah,
"Look,
but they'd be
it's
dead
the
if we
guy
got
with the
there first."
stupid face."
That's that guy with the dumb face. We heard about him. And we can pop out of the bushes and go, "Ha! See, we told you. Now let's fight together."
They all rode off into the sunset merrily ever after.
Yep, after they crushed us to death.
He who yaps with the modicum of a tiny dog should not speak.
Well, remember last time when we had that plague happen? I warned you that there was a plague. You would have gotten really sick.
Sylph,
Her
shut up.
guy's just like keeps hearing that he's got a stupid face and just like keeps looking at Sylph like club to face sounds real good right now.
We have mirrors
Sylph, helping or hindering?
hindering, and he puts his head down.
But Urgot, you do want to rid this place of giants just as we do, don't you?
Guys gonna have to come up with some skill checks to continue to try to convince him. You've got one pass and one fail so far.
Yeah.
Ava doesn't have the charisma ones.
Doesn't need to be charisma.
Let's see.
Look,
I don't know.
there's
The history.
going to be
Well, it's like it's-
more foes who are more challenging for you to fight. You dislike giants much as we do. Why not fight that which you dislike, rather than wasting your time here with a handful of idiots?
What you want to pitch that is there, Pierce?
I
Knowledge
don't
local.
know, honestly.
You
Yeah.
can't use local again. Local is used.
Can we go with like knowledge nature to describe like what? Well, giants are local. Shit.
Yep, giants are local.
Yeah. I don't have anything good to pitch this as in terms of what Ava's good at.
Anyone else can also and then
Um,
piggyback.
can I argue a
Disguise,
praise?
clearly.
Can I argue a praise to kind of go on about how much they'd be worth to him for killing compared to us?
From Darlin's assessment prior, there isn't a whole lot of ego that comes with people that worship Zagresh, so this will be a difficult check, but it can be made.
Ava will try to make that appeal. Trying to use a praise here.
You could give it to them like their destruction would be more because there's more of them than us. Be more worthwhile that way.
He did like the word more, it seems. More bodies, more destruction. Urgash could understand even these simple things. Now, anybody who would like could attempt a sense motive as this conversation is going on in order to possibly glean a couple bits and pieces about Urgesh himself as you guys are.
With my rolls on sense motive today.
You understand
just
filthy
screwed
orcs, you know, I don't know. My screen just keeps flickering. I don't know what's going on with this.
Mine's doing the
So
same
did the
thing.
power save.
Not mine. Mine's not doing it.
Good. For
HDMI cable.
I don't know. Like, and it's both screens going out, so it's like, what the hell?
This sounds like power save mode for your screens. Are you moving your mouse at all while you're talking?
Yeah, I am. It's weird.
Because I know my monitors will turn off if I don't do something in this thing.
Yeah.
It could be a bandwidth problem.
Hmm.
That as I check, maybe your resolutions or hertz for the monitors, maybe you have it set higher than normal or something.
I didn't
No.
understand any of that.
Yep, mine's on 59. Thank you for that. One of these, put it back to
Mhm.
60.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. It's
I had it
not
on
that for you.
59 when mine's at 60.
Hmm.
Oh, that fixed my problem
And
completely.
and you, sir, need to get a new monitor. You shouldn't be playing at 60,
I know, right? I should be at like 120.
at least.
That said, Darlin, you seem to have Urgesh's number. Urgesh
Yeah,
doesn't seem like a smart individual. He seems to know when someone's bullshitting him, and he seems fairly adept with the wilds, but you don't get the sense that this individual. You honestly, you think that out of everybody in your party, he's probably dumber than all of them.
Damn.
Got it.
Like,
I'll look at
Chompy's
it.
probably even smarter than him, but that's debatable.
Dang.
I'll look to Ava and I'll whisper in her ear, make it simple. Make it about just simple destruction and how there's more of them. How going there would reap more destruction than he's ever done before.
You have used a praise, so this has been said. You have
Maybe tell Syl to do it diplomatically instead of bluffing.
There we go.
An extra tidbit is because he has a foundation with animals and destruction. Nature could possibly work in your favor if you could spin it. So too might be some merit of animal handling or survival, depending on how you spin it. These seem to be skills that Urgesh might favor.
I don't know how it would feel that. It's
I
all
don't know how to
real.
twist that to nature. Ava will speak up again, I guess. It's the natural way for things to go, is it not? You going and destroying things, especially large groups full of giant creatures. It's the way of nature. The herd needs to be cold, is it not? Why deal with the sick, emaciated remains here when there's a healthy herd that perhaps has grown a bit too fat? Needs a little culling.
Anyone else want to assist with this? Or are we leaving it up to Ava?
Go
Darlin
will
will
assist.
say... Oh, no. Yeah.
There you go ahead.
I was trying to work out how I can make it into like a straight check, and the only thing I think of is like Dolly would talk about how like only the strong should survive in a herd,
Mm-hmm.
and that the weak should be called by that.
Yeah, Gocha's gonna say, we don't we all want the giants to be extinct? We can make that happen. But can you?
Dang.
Hero of the adventure path, everyone. Propagating genocide.
Jeez. I mean, it is in the
Welcome to
name.
Pathfinder, where that's what it's all about.
I will
Racism
allow the
and
nature
genocide.
spin. You were not super convincing on the nature side of things. This will be a difficult DC, but
I don't know how else we're really supposed to spin the nature thing, but
I mean, you've realized that giants do tend to keep rather potent pets and things of that nature, with your experience through Grunzel,
Oh.
Deccan, or Manticores, things of this
I thought that was a
nature.
one-off thing.
No, giants love collecting creatures and things of, destructive repute.
Ah,
Oh, there we
Not
go.
that either.
But that's fine. Feel free to roll your nature check. Darlin can go ahead and try to add a little bit of strength to it for an assist. Gochin can flex me a combat maneuver bonus to assist as
Oh,
well.
missed it by one.
Okay, combat.
He at least aids. You needed it.
Oof.
You're saying these giants have grown fat and grown prosperous, and that there's a whole tribe of them?
Oh, and they are so happy together.
Why? Why do you have to add things?
Giants just propagating everywhere, stepping on all those smaller than them, thinking they could just take villages when those are orc villages to take. Think they got a premium on destruction. That's
even now kind of wants to deal with
Zagreus'
this guy
thing.
here and now.
You've
Eve
got
is having second thoughts about not fireballing first.
you've got 3 passes so far and 1 failure. How else would you like to approach this subject?
Oh God.
Uh,
You
And
seem to be riling the poor man up.
and on our travels for what we are doing, we've been getting attacked by orcs, and we're going through trying to find out what's going on with them. And one thing I know is that these orcs are being led by giants. So we will probably eventually learn even more that we can tell you about the next we meet. Because we will meet again.
How you
Oh,
how
we
you,
will.
how you spinning this there, Gochin? What skill or role are we trying to look for?
I guess survive, because it's going to be about like telling him where we can how he can track down more of these giants and orcs that are being led by them.
Would Gallant
Okay.
Inspiration help on this roll?
This conversation is transpiring over a few minutes and is not quite an instantaneous effect, so I would say no.
Okay.
I would say that's your pitch of survival here would in fact be a valid one.
Yay.
You could certainly roll that. I know that Urgesh would be very interested in the methodology of which you track these giants and their connections that they might be sowing within the region.
Ooh. He wants to know our methods.
Yes. Tracking the giants would be of most use. Mind spin mountains. Those the big ones down that way. As he kind of looks in that general direction. Big footprints lead to big things, but it's getting to the dry season. Might not be many left. Might have to crack a few skulls in order to get what I want.
Mm-hmm. And with this place as big as it is,
But
gonna
you're
need someone that's gonna help
following
you
them,
narrow it
so
down.
if you're following them and getting this information. Giants. You seem to have him on the mindset of tracking these giants down. You have 4 successes to 1 failure. While he doesn't seem to necessarily like your party at this current stage, he does seem allured by the information that you currently have. You think he might be on the tipping point of making a decision, whether it be for or against your current cause. How would you like to seal said deal?
Oh man, we definitely need to get him on our side because he's basically allied with us. He just doesn't realize it yet.
Very true.
It's just your go.
I'll put it this way. You have the option to convince him to trek the distance, seek out these giants, and put them to clubbing. This, is an easier DC, but to attempt to convince him to follow along with you is a significantly harder diplomacy check.
Especially since it'd probably make him feel that, or people think he's weak if he's with a group rather than by himself.
Both of these checks are diplomacy, but the getting him to trek his way to beat up the giants is definitely an easier of the two.
Still, come here for a second.
Yeah. What's up?
Tell him this. Tell him, the giants like big creatures. They're going to have big creatures, which means they're going to also have big weapons. Big weapons that he could put on the big creatures to make more destruction upon his path to hunt down bigger giants like storm giants.
You do think you've convinced him to go towards the giants. You have met those successes. Now it's a matter of, does he leave you all alone to go do said?
And
Yes.
he'll stay out of that valley. And then he can have all the rotten destruction he wants there. We'll go to another place to fight giants.
Urgash!
More
Silk will
destruction to
step
them.
forward.
Before you make your declaration, are you attempting to recruit or are you attempting to divert?
I am attempting to divert.
Don't mention
Or should-
giants.
I'm not, well...
Don't mention
Divert.
giants, because then he's going to want to go to our giants.
Well, I more or less, I'm trying to prolong until our next encounter. Because if we both go our separate ways in battle, we'll be stronger to face each other in our next coming.
Rolling to
So
divert?
it'll be an even grander battle if he lets us live and lets us do these things.
Make your case.
All right, he's gonna puff his chest up. Urgash! Sylph just boomed his voice out loud. Leave us while you go and fight these giants so we can go and fight ours. And then we can return to battle once we are stronger. It'll be a grand one. And I hope on our next meeting that I can draw your blood before you draw mine.
Gonna need a good crayon for that.
With permanent markers.
And Gochin will step forward too and grab Sylph's arm and pull his sleeve back. Look at this.
Look at them! Sylph will cast dancing lights around his forearm.
Even if you were to beat him, do you think people would even think you're strong for beating
You
this
will-
guy?
You'll vomit at the fear when I'm done.
Urgash looks to you, Gochin, and points to each of the individuals that are on the map and goes, I did say there were only 6 worthy of smashing.
AKA, Sylph is not out of the 7 of us. Sylph is not among them.
Sylph will look Goten up and down and go, he's working on it, Urgesh. I promise you, next time you face us, it will be 7.
And like the Gochin goes over, grabs Ava. Look at this one. Pulls
Don't
her
touch
sleeve
me.
back also.
Sylph would just flinch. Ah! She's so scary!
Okay,
One.
maybe she is okay. Maybe, yeah.
Urgesh looks to Ava and, like, recognizes the coldness in her eyes. No. I know the eyes of a killer.
Ava just stares back at him.
Her eyes just squint so slightly.
Yeah, she's a killer, all right. A killer.
Yeah, when Urgoth looks at her, he's looking into the void.
Yeah, no, it just, like, Gochin looks into Ava's eyes, it's just this void of just apathy.
You just hear
Yeah,
faint screams of
Ava's
humans.
at the point where it's like she's only like doing this to make it so that we don't fight him because you guys want it. She doesn't really care. She's ready to throw it down and just start chucking fireballs. Ava has no issues with murdering this guy.
Alright, Sylph.
Vilgus doesn't either. That's why he's been so quiet. If I did need to, I was going to make a Lord Buckler girl and make it all about how the destruction and shit.
And what's funny is that Gochin's trying to like make this fight not happen because he thinks you guys don't want it.
Sylph, feel free to roll your diversion check.
I rolled the diplomacy.
Oh, yeah, no, oh, wow. Alright, 28. Nice. Yeah. He's like, I have some giants to go murk. Fucking giants goblinating and shit. And he just kind of,
Giant eating.
grabs his club and, whistles to his bulls and kind of knocks over one of the spires of skulls that kind of sends a couple of the runes scattering and the glyphs of blood almost just drop. And the walls kind of just begin to crumble of stone, almost as if they were magically erected.
That was close, guys. He almost got his ass beat. He needs to really learn how he talks to people.
Wait, actually, I should ask him about what he's wearing. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, like, you can see, like, he's got, like, thorn spikes just kind of sprouting from his armor. Like, the armor seems to glow a bit. His great club seems to glow a bit. There's, like, little flecks of flame that are just kind of rolling out of, like, the, eye sockets of the skulls and stuff. It seems like he buffed himself up before you guys even came out.
Also, he was scared.
Yeah. Hey, Urgot, who are you wearing?
Your mom.
Go check him
Oh,
out.
wow! As he stomps away.
You deserved it.
Your mom. Another tower comes falling down.
Yep.
At least
well,
he
that
has
was our
one.
attempt.
Yeah, that's true. We did gosh damn well.
Yeah. Urgosh stomps and trudges his way away from Red Lake Fort. As,
Now Syl is safe. Let's go back.
as you have
Because you know he was trying to kill you first, right?
Oh, sure, he could have tried.
No, he was going to.
I would have ran so goddamn fast.
Those bulls would
Wouldn't
run
have
you
been
down.
fast enough.
Whee.
Those bulls would have run you down like you were a kid running from an orc.
Yeah, I know, Chompy. Maybe we need to get him replaced on the list between him and Roddy. Yeah, I know. This is all in Speak with Animals. Permanent dinosaurs speak with animals, so you can't hear it. You can't understand it, rather.
Gochin
That's
understood it. He heard you say,
rah, 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 rah.
Conversational dinosaur noises, yes.
Urga.
Which would sound completely stupid if it wasn't for the fact that Chompy seems to be nodding along and carry on the conversation.
That said, you have finally defeated Grunseldeck and her reborn Twisted Hearts tribe, and it would now seem that Trunau's finally got its safety secured. Though some of the orcs are still left within Red Lake Fort, the tribe here seems content to just keep to their own. And you can return to the caravan and report back and begin your trek back to Trunau and let Ruby and Silvermane know of what has transpired. Your success and all the degrees that it may come in.
Yeah.
Now, returning back to Dregar, if you've brought the Manticore, bodies, he smiles at each of you and goes, "Oh, these are great. Dregar can make lots of things out of this. The spikes are good for javelins. I say I pay in coin, but Dregar could also offer some of these javelins if you want. Maybe some hide. Up to you. Dregar gets paid very well."
Gocha likes javelins. He's wimpy and he can't throw anything else.
What? These things are amazing.
What
They
you say?
always hit their mark.
You want javelins?
What kind of javelins?
Spikes make great for returning.
Yes.
Oh, a returning javelin?
I'll take one of
I'll
those,
take one.
please.
Question, DM.
Sure.
Can we convert some of the copper and silver and such we got into gold?
No.
No.
Actually, I'll take 2 of those, please.
Getting greedy.
I can
Magic
throw 2 in one
weapons
round.
not cheap, you know.
Oh, okay.
I
Then
just got one.
I'll do just one.
Got one for you. Get one for you.
I mean, at this point, why don't you just get one really good javelin and make it returning?
What rest do you want? Looks to the rest of the party. Manticore has all sorts of parts. Or I could just give you spare cash.
Oh,
Wow,
gee.
I'm just not thinking about what like Dolgus could use.
Yeah.
Would you be able to craft a headband?
No, not me.
Does he sound like he can craft a headband?
Hey. You want javelin or not?
Oh, no. I just mean that you sound like you know how to make weapons. Me and you were cut from the same cloth. The cloth we can't repair.
Can you make any type of hook shot?
Doesn't have enough money to craft.
That sounds complicated. I can make grappling hook. Spikes make
Okay.
good grappling hook.
I'll do that.
Ava can help craft wondrous items, by the way. She just doesn't have any money to craft with, so.
Well, Dregar is more than happy to pay those who don't want a parted out item from the Manticores 2,000 gold.
I'm just trying to think
Okay.
of what would Dolgus actually use.
So, if there is an item that you want kind of made from the corpse of these creatures, you can get basically a +1 with a minor enchantment, or
Grappling gun.
you can get 2,000 gold.
I'll take gold.
Grappling gun.
Gold.
He can't make a gun. He can make a grappling hook, though. And he
Grappling
can
hook.
make it. He can make it a +1 grappling hook for you.
Oh, can you make a grappling arrow?
He doesn't do arrows.
Shit. Okay, grappling.
Maybe he can make a
hook it is.
grappling gun.
He
No, he doesn't do.
he doesn't do guns.
But he does grappling.
He could do a hook and put it on some string, and it'll be some nice string made from the sinew of the beast. So, Athena's taking gold.
Mhm.
Ava,
Gold.
All right. Dolgus.
One moment, let me check something out.
All right, I'll let you
Okay.
get back to that. Darlin's getting a returning javelin.
Yep.
Gochin's getting a returning javelin. And Sylph is getting a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question, could I get a shield? Like a manticore hide shield?
Probably, yeah.
Technically, I can only use wooden shields as opposed to metal shields, but I figure animal hide counts.
You could get a bone shield, yeah.
I think
Bone
what's
and hide.
funny is
Yeah.
how this javelin meta is going to make it to the end game.
Yeah, that it could be a +1, and you can pick a minor, first rank enchantment to go along with it. So effectively, you can get the equivalent of a +2 shield, but it's got to be either +2 or it's got to be +1 with an enhancement or with an +1 enhancement. Same goes for your grappling hook, Sylph.
Okay.
That is what is on offer. But beyond that, that will complete the spoils of war.
Heck yeah.
The javelin meta returns
Now,
with a vengeance.
during the time that you kind of report back to the caravan, it would seem that apparently Rag Bloodtusk has arrived with his riverboat about this time. Valana would be able to look to you and it's like, well, it would appear that we're going to be able to take boat on our way back. We'll load up the caravan and make our way expeditiously back to Trunau. Should only take about a week at best. Should hopefully be safer on the way.
So we're back at the caravan and stuff now.
Yes.
Yep.
We're about to get out
Okay.
of the boat.
Still will seek out Jess and give her a big ol' hug and say that he missed her.
Well, yes. Sorry, tongue's still a little new. Welcome back.
Yeah, it was fun. We saved some people.
Cool. I always knew that the rest of your party would be fantastic.
Dolgus still thinks that all of Justice changes are 100% improvements.
So anything interesting happening while we were gone?
Dealt with some bandits. The boat captain showed up. He's a little interesting. Seems to have some fighter training in the pits of Urgir.
Oh.
Orc capital, I think, from what Dragar said.
Oh, interesting.
Seemed to be a champion fighter of some sort.
We had a big giant guy named Urgesh think he was all cool and tough.
Oh, he showed up again, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well then, where'd he go?
He stomped away because we told him that there was other orcs that he could kill. I mean, giants.
We sent him packing.
Yeah,
What-
we sent him
what-
packing.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not been too long since you've been gone, so you guys really put to task the fort. I'm really
Oh,
proud
yeah.
of you guys.
Yeah, it might have been 4 or 5 sessions, but it's actually only been like
2 days.
2 days.
2 hours.
Two days.
DBZ time.
Yep, nope, 2 days. But sounds
An
like
entire season of DBZ.
Yeah.
in terms of downtime, you'll have a week to get to Trunau. And then once you arrive in Trunau, you are likely to have some additional downtime, depending on how long you wish to remain in town before heading out on your next adventure. That said, Roddy would approach the group and it's like, so it's done then. You guys have claimed victory?
We did.
Fantastic. Sure that Ruby will be happy to hear that the town can finally breathe easy for a time. You have to tell me the tale on the way back.
Well, speaking
yeah.
of that, where have you been this whole time, Roddy? I thought you were coming with us.
I did. I've been helping. I didn't go to the fort because you had asked me not to.
Oh, did we? I
Yeah.
don't remember this. You remember this, Sylph?
I don't.
Somebody had to stay behind and protect the caravan.
You told them to do
We're
it,
not-
FFMA?
It's protected.
They stayed alive. We stayed alive. I don't see an issue with all this.
Yeah,
And before you ask, no, it wasn't necessarily easy. We had plenty of wayward orcs that saw it as an easy opportunity to take to some pillaging.
Okay, I suppose this time.
I mean,
It'll
Precious
be
Jess
okay.
and the Fortune Lady, you two, they would have been in dire need, so they had to stay.
And Dregar's arm, well, somewhat mended, has not necessarily been the same since the incident, so...
Okay,
Although,
I guess we can put in some
must
good words for you when we
say,
get back.
I must say, I am absolutely alarmed at the capabilities of an alchemist. Those bombs are damn well pesky. Kind of looks over to Kogan's cart. Just shudders a little bit.
That little guy?
Remind me never to piss off an alchemist.
You're saying that little guy over there can do some business?
You should have seen Ava's bombs. They were
Gochin,
massive.
I must implore you, if you would not be able to 1v1 that alchemist, even if your heart tried.
Oh, we should probably take him with us next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
No,
I'm a
it's
champion for Urgash.
Right, specifically, you as a type of archetype, Ava would be able to wipe the floor with him, no problem. I think even Silk would be able to snipe him from a distance, and it would be an even match. But no, we melee will struggle horribly with such a foe.
I think that's just a you problem. As Darlin walks away.
Skill issue.
I'm actually quite nimble. I think I'd do probably fine, but it. Have you ever seen Boulay explode from the inside? I have in the last couple days. It was not pretty. I get very alarmed.
Does Gocha need to roll a nature check on that?
Yes.
I clicked the wrong button. There we go.
You've never seen one from the inside explode, but it does sound alarming.
Oh, I see. That alchemist does mean business.
Yeah. Said he was tired of his cart getting tipped over and therefore decided to improvise advanced solutions. Or something along those lines. It was a lot of alchemical jargon I just didn't understand after that. But with that, the party can load up onto the keelboat and begin their trek back to Trunau.
Oh, look, really back.
And with that, you have completed Book 2 of Giant Slayer. And you've full cleared Red Lake Fort, as Villano would congratulate you all on your feat of strength. For such a feat, meriting the clearing of Red Lake Fort and securing Trunau's safety, you all get your extra feat.
Ooh.
As Balana will take the time during this week to ask upon your tales, your stories, and elaborate upon your strengths and budding prowess. During this,
talks of how I've knocked over giants and orcs, stomped upon them, squished them against the floor, the trash that they are.
During this
The
time,
funny
you
part
may.
is you're not even exaggerating.
During this time, you may engage in some downtime activities. As you come across some information, and you also do have some limited access to certain services or tools. While your explorations of Red Lake Fort have uncovered a far more dangerous threat, the storm giant warlord Volstis, who seems to be gathering an army of giants in the secluded Mindspin Mountains. Your time on your travel to Trunau will give you some time to contemplate what your next move might be. The information you have is contained within the correspondence between Grenseldek and Volstis and might be of merit to the town leaders of Trunau, who might be able to direct you in some fashion after a little bit of time. But beyond that, you have the two halves of the geode now. Any who are interested could possibly start to throw some skill checks that way in order to discern anything further of it. Umlo is extremely thankful of the rescue that your party has given, and Ingrahild is above and beyond thrilled. She would be personally thanking you and, be looking towards their next point of interest, which would be their ancestor's tomb. The famed giant slayer Nargrim Steelhand is a tomb of lost, portions that they would wish to seek out.
Yes, we do.
Anyone who would like, before we close out session today, may go ahead and give me either a geography or a local check, tinkering with the geodes over the course of this week.
Ava's going to try and do some crafting. Would she still be able to make this check?
Absolutely. There's more than enough time in between.
What kind of check?
Geography or local?
Hmm? 33.
Beautiful. As the party kind of takes the geode halves and puts them together whilst amongst the boat, all of you kind of look at the resplendent crystals from within, and it clicks for Ethna, Ava, and Sylph. These geodes are a carefully crafted and masterfully hidden map that leads to the location of a dwarven tomb. They seem to intricately show the path one must take in order to pass through the Mindspin Mountains in order to reach such a site. With the geography checks in particular, one would actually realize that it is only about a week's travel from Trunau as a whole, heading deeper into the mountains towards the southeast. Or southwest, sorry. With this revelation and possibly a little bit of jubilation over the discovery, both Ingrahild and Umlo would both pledge their assistance to your cause, should you let them tag along for such an exploration, as that could only be their ancestor's tomb, as they had gotten the location wrong by treading amidst the Ghostlight Marsh. During this time, Umlo would prove to show off his cooking skills, aiding. Sorry. He would be assisting in the cooking duties every morning, in between the work of him and Jess. You and the ship here are actually treated to quite the cuisine as this week travels along. Thanks to the fresh river, rife with plenty of food to procure. Umlo shows off some fishing skills and some culinary skills, along with his handy mithril skillet. As Ingrahild will be around to assist anyone in the defense of the vessel, as well as any facts of nature finding, ranging the wildlands, and things of that nature. Someone is looking for any merit of retraining in such specializations. You have a little bit of change in your pockets, some downtime to burn, depending on how long you wish to stay in Trunau. We could go over some things. The Trunauns did promise you a certain amount of pay. Depending on what you guys want to do, we can fast forward to just being at Trunau. Or we can, pick things up and discuss downtime in the next session.
I'm fine with fast forwarding.
You each would be receiving a payment of 2,000 gold from the resident bank of Trunau, as thanks for your assistance in safeguarding Trunau's borders and making sure that this threat is duly taken care of.
The free feet and money.
And money!
So on
I
the
know
travel
what feet I'm taking.
back, would Eva have 4 days where she could do some crafting?
Oh, 100%. You have a week.
Okay.
So that's 7 days just from travel from
Ooh.
Red Lake Fort to Trunau. And then once you arrive in Trunau, receive upon your payment, because you don't get your payment until you reach Trunau, you would gain an additional, bit of time to do as you please.
Okay.
It depends on how quickly you wish to dip out. It does look like, by completing all the quests, you have just eked out enough experience to hit level 8.
Yay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Guess what?
Eva's
I can make magical armor. Just armor.
Oh, nice.
gonna make a headband event.
Because I have picked up the beautiful fighter ability, Master Armorer.
Hey.
Because I took advanced armor training as my feat.
Excellent.
Very
So,
cool.
did Dolgus get that shield, or should I just go ahead and put down gold?
So you will each be receiving that by the time that you guys are done with your downtime. But yes, if you want a shield, you can pick a +1 enchantment on top of an enhancement, or just go straight to +2 enhancement. Trevor's clever.
I no longer have to put points into craft armor because I could just use my straight battle.
I will think about that
Can-
between now and next session, and
That's
remember it
right.
about an hour before next session.
Can when you're crafting a headband of int, can you pick the skill if you don't have max ranks in it?
You would need somebody who has ranks in it in order to assist you in the craft. Otherwise, the DC is 5 higher.
Okay.
So if that is a
Okay,
concern
so
for
it
you,
is
you could certainly solicit the assistance of someone else.
No, that'd make it DC 18.
Because
Because
it
she
is,
doesn't have Fox's Cunning either.
well, it's DC 5 plus the
5
caster level,
plus caster level, which is
8.
third.
Is it 3rd for headband? I thought it was higher than that.
Oh, it is 8. Oh, was it belt that's lower?
Yeah, vast intelligence is
Okay, so that's
caster level 8, yep. And that's the base headband.
Yeah, she can't afford the upgraded. So
Yep.
that's
So you're missing 2 of
22.
the requirements. So
yeah.
18,
Failure
23.
just means that she doesn't make it, right?
It depends on by how much.
Well, does she lose the gold in attempting to make it? Or
It
just more
is
like-
used up at the beginning of the craft, yes.
Okay. Does the person aiding need to have spellcraft as well?
No. So if you have somebody who can cast Fox's Cunning, and you have somebody who has the skill that you're looking for, it's pretty easy to, put those 2 together. They just have to be there to help you with it. It just consumes their time. So what skill are you looking for?
Perception.
Perception. Well, there's a number of people here who are pretty skilled at perception that can assist you in this endeavor. So you really just have to, figure out who you want assisting you during this time.
And Gochin looks out into the distance. Oh, a squirrel.
Meat shield. Hey boy.
Oh, yeah.
I require your assistance.
Oh.
Let's slip into Calissa here.
Your perceptiveness has been noted as valuable, and I desire it.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good perception I have. I can see that squirrel all.
Give
the
me
way
your
across.
eyeballs.
Yeah. His new
Excellent.
improved eyeballs.
It seems
Uh-huh.
you're not busy for the next 4 days or so.
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
Alright, so that means the DC is
18.
18? Yeah. She'll take that.
Tis a spellcraft check.
Oof.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wow.
That's just like your other
Are
character when trying to like
you
scribe a scroll or learn a scroll.
Oh.
Luckily,
Well,
it only delays the time because you didn't fail by 5 or more.
yeah, this is also before she put in her level up stuff, so.
Yeah.
Would we level when we get back to town or on our way back?
When you get back to town.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, we handed in the quest.
Yep,
Alright,
you handed
so
in the
she'd need
quest.
another 4 days to do it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, when we get to town, she'll try.
That's fine. Like I said before, the downtime in Trunau is up to your, discretion. Could be a week, could be 2 weeks, could be a month. Understand that there are timers that are going on in the campaign, whether or not you realize them. But the adventure does, to a certain degree, wait for you. Whilst you have thwarted Grunseldeck, you do not believe that the eyes of this army are necessarily upon you yet. You are still yet no-named intrepid adventurers. But to Trunau, you are heroes and giant slayers.
I wouldn't say we're exactly no names. We have Gurash that knows our name, and that's probably a big problem.
Maybe.
Sounds like a personal problem.
But I am more than willing to kind of hang out for a little bit and, assist with questions or level up stops or other odds and ends, but for the most part, this session is at a close. We can.
I would love to hang around, but I need to go to the bathroom, or I'm going to be cleaning up messes. So we'll talk to you all later.
Yeah, go for it.
Later.
Jesus Christ.
Later.
That's funny.
You guys did good. Congratulations. We moved to book 3.
Yay.
Yay.
Charlotte has a knowledge. Charlotte has a knowledge.
Next session will probably be a little bit slow as I do have to prepare things for book 3. But yeah, next session will probably be a bit more of a downtime session.
Oh, God, I gotta select another feat. Oh wait, no, I have
I
that on
gotta
my builder.
find a feat. I just gotta figure out how.
Oh yeah, it's time for Vital Strike. Yeah. Vital Strike times.
I have no idea.
You could probably poke Andrew, and he might have some decent ideas for you.
Um,
And yeah, and I don't know how to do level up. I don't remember what I gotta do. God damn it.
By your classic, click the level up button.
Down at the bottom of the page
Mm-hmm.
on summary.
Summary.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
I get to put my fab into my crafting instead of using a skill point. So I have a knowledge now.
ooh, I've got 4
You
level
can
spells.
also take the time to retrain those points. It'll cost a little bit of money, but you could retrain.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna do. Which will cost me 6
Would
5
I-
days, 10 times.
Would I be able to make another roll now that we're in town?
No, that's fine.
Grab a Gucci again.
Like I said, we'll do
Much
some
better.
downtime, figurings. So
Alright, I'm gonna head upstairs. I'll talk to you guys later.
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 See ya.
Later.
See ya.